Dear listener, you're going to hear the story Kidnapped. This story is about the protagonist, Priyanka, who works as a sales executive in a multinational company. One day, as Priyanka is given final touches to her document, she gets a phone call. That phone call changes her life forever. Let us hear the story Kidnapped. It was a hot, sunny day in Mumbai. Priyanka was busy typing her document in office. A trickle of sweat was dangling at her earlobe. As she was about to save the document, her phone began to ring. Startled at the sudden ring, she almost jumped from her seat. She picked up the phone. Hello? Priyanka said. Yes? She said. Priyanka's eyes widened in horror. Her hand started to tremble and instinctively cusped her mouth. What? No. Where? She said. She took a pen and started to write down. Can you please repeat? She said. She cross-checked whether whatever was written was same as what was told over the phone. I'll be there right away, Priyanka said. She kept the phone down and sank into her seat. Her entire body was shaking with fear. She was not sure what to do. Just then she remembered about Manish. It had been a month since she had joined the company. She had come to Mumbai for the first time and had no friends. Manish was a new joinee as well, and during the induction program, they had become good friends. Manish's cubicle was down the aisle. She ran to his cubicle. Manish, Manish, Priyanka said, and she almost fell down. Manish sensed there was something wrong and he immediately got out of his seat and made Priyanka sit. Calm down, Priyanka, Manish said. Here, take some water. Priyanka gulped the water in one go. Now tell me what happened, Manish said. Manish, Sonali has been kidnapped, Priyanka said. What? When? How? Manish asked. I don't know. I got a call from the kidnapper and he is asking for a ransom to release Sonali, Priyanka said. What? Okay, cool down, Manish said. Let me think, he continued. Where has he asked you to come? He has given me the address. It is somewhere in Ghatkopar, Priyanka said. Okay, how much money is he asking? Manish asked. 1 lakh, Priyanka said. Okay, that's about $1,500, Manish thought and said. What? Why are you bothered about dollars? Priyanka asked. Manish had recently been on a 2-week trip to US and had got so used to converting rupees to dollars and dollars to rupees. Oops, sorry, Manish said. So do you have 100,000 rupees? I mean 1 lakh rupees with you? No, Priyanka said. But I can swipe my card. You can do what? Manish asked. Swipe my card, Priyanka said. The way I swipe in the mall, she said. Okay, but where are you planning to swipe the card? Manish asked. At the kidnapper's place. I will ask him to swipe my card, Priyanka said. Manish just gaped at Priyanka with open wide mouth. Then he composed himself and said, I don't think they will have a swiping machine. They are kidnappers, not sellers of huggy nappy pads. Okay, we can do one more thing. How much money can you withdraw from your account? Manish asked. I can withdraw about 60,000 rupees, Priyanka said. Manish had about 50,000 in his account. So he said, I can withdraw 40,000 more. So we have 1 lakh with us. When are we supposed to pay the money? Manish asked. Now, Priyanka said. Okay, let's hurry up, Manish said. Suddenly, Manish realized that his performance appraisal with his manager was to begin in 30 minutes. Manish was in a fix, but then this was a question of someone's life. So Manish asked Priyanka to wait and rushed to his manager. Boss, we have my appraisal discussion in about 30 minutes, Manish said. But I need to go out urgently. It's a matter of someone's life. But Manish, we have already postponed your appraisal twice, his boss said. What is the matter? Are you not serious about your career? I know, boss, but pardon me this time. I really need to go, Manish said. Okay, Manish, I will postpone it again, boss said with a sigh. But you are disappointing me. You seem to lack confidence. I am having second thoughts now. I understand your concern, boss, Manish said, but this time it is serious. Let us have it tomorrow, Manish said. Okay, the boss replied. Manish rushed to Priyanka, and they both went to the ATM and withdrew the money. Then they rushed down to the parking lot. They both went near Manish's bike. Are we going in the bike? Manish asked. Yes, this is my bike. Got a new one recently, Manish said with pride. No, I cannot come in a bike, Priyanka replied. Why? Don't worry, I am a safe driver, Manish said. No, that's not the point. I have not got my sunscreen today. I cannot go out in the bike, Priyanka said. You have not got what? Jeez, Manish said. Manish was shocked. Then he suddenly realized that his college mate Sarfaraz had a car. You wait here for a minute. I will arrange for a car, Manish said, and Manish rushed to Sarfaraz's cubicle. सरफराज मुझे थोड़ी देर के लिए कार चाहिए, मनीष से. काई को रे? सरफराज आस्क्ड. अबे थोड़ा अर्जेंट है. चल मैं तेरी कार को फुल टैंक पेट्रोल भरवा दूंगा, मनीष सेड. सरफराज suddenly stopped typing and turned back. The thought of getting his car tank full was enticing, in return for loaning his car for a few hours. But then he wanted to milk more. उताज करेगा क्या? सरफराज आस्क्ड. मेरी गाड़ी घुमा के लाने को तू अपन को सिर्फ टैंक फुल करके देगा? अबे साले मेरे अकाउंट खाली है बे, मनीष सेड. अच्छा ठीक है, केएफसी में 2 लेग पीस. दो नहीं, 4 लेग पीस और राइस बोल, सरफराज सेड. अबे तेरी, मनीष सेड. चल ठीक है, अब कार की चाबी दे. मनीष took the car key and rushed to basement. Both of them sat in the car. Where do we need to go? Manish asked. Near Suleimani tea stall, next to Bhai junkyard. Patli gali, Buland darwaza, Ghatkopar, Priyanka said. Manish was new to Mumbai as well. He had no clue about Ghatkopar. Then he realized he had the banana phone with him. Banana phone, the one with a banana at the back and a small bite mark on the banana. Yes, the most expensive phone in India. He started the map on banana phone and started towards Ghatkopar. It must be very hard for you. How old is Sonali? Manish asked. She's 4 years old, Priyanka said. Oh, Manish gasped. She's the cutest kid. I just cannot live without her. Whenever I come home, she comes running and hugs me. My heart simply melts to the floor, Priyanka said. I can understand. Do you leave her with the maid? Manish asked. No, I leave her alone at home, Priyanka said. You what? Manish asked with surprise. How can you leave a 4 year old alone at home? How can you be so insensitive? Manish said. I know, but I have no choice. I cannot take her anywhere, so I leave her at home, Priyanka said and started to sob. Manish realized that Priyanka was not in a state to take any more questions. I am sorry. I did not mean to hurt you, Manish said. Did you call your husband and tell him? Husband? Manish, how did you assume that I am married? Priyanka asked. Manish was a little puzzled, but then he composed himself and said, Oh, sorry. I thought Sonali's father would need to be informed about the kidnapping, Manish said. Manish, I thought I told you before that Sonali is my German Shepherd, Priyanka said. Manish nearly lost control of his car. He somehow managed to bring it to the halt. What? Sonali is your dog? Manish asked. How dare you call her a dog? Priyanka said. Pardon me, but what should I call a dog? A dog? Manish said. She is not a dog. She is my baby. And Priyanka started to cry aloud. Manish was totally on his nerves, and as he had risked his appraisal and now all this was to get back a dog, sensing the fact that Priyanka needed to be calmed, he said, Priyanka, look, I thought someone had kidnapped your daughter. I didn't know she was a dog. I mean, your German Shepherd, Manish said. Priyanka kept sobbing as they traveled in silence. The banana phone directed them towards their destination, and after 30 minutes, they reached their destination. When they got out of the car, they were shocked. Manish looked at his banana phone. It showed that he had reached his destination, but all he could see was the sea stretching miles and miles ahead. Something was wrong. He rushed to a nearby vada pav stall and asked him how to reach the address. The vada pav guy stared blankly at him. Saheb, you are in Juhu Beach. Ghatkopar to geli, vada pav seller said. Manish could not believe his ears. How could banana be wrong? This was not possible. He then reached out and he also had the robot phone. He decided to use that. He rushed to his car and told Priyanka about the goof up. They both sat in the car and started following the new route shown on that robot phone. After 45 minutes of drive, they reached the destination. As he got out of the car, he could hear the rhythmic beating. The sight before him was mesmerizing. People standing in rows after rows, beating the clothes on the stone slabs. They had reached Dhobi Ghat. He got down and asked one of the washerwomen if this was Ghatkopar, only to be spat on his face. Manish realized that all this GPS thing is one big mess. He is better off asking for directions to people, asking real people for real directions. So he asked one gentleman to help him tell the directions to Ghatkopar. Manish wrote down the directions on a piece of paper. He and Priyanka sat and set out to Ghatkopar. After another 1 hour of nerve-wracking ride for Priyanka, they finally reached Suleimani tea stall in Ghatkopar. They got down from the car and saw a bunch of people standing there. Manish went to one of the guys who looked like the head of the gang. Where is Sonali? Manish asked. Who is Sonali? The gang leader asked. I mean, where is the dog? Manish said. Where is the money? Gang leader said. We have the money. First show me the damn dog, Manish said. Show me the money, gang leader said. And who the hell are you? I talked with a lady. I am a friend of the girl, Manish said. She is in the car. Now show me the dog. Priyanka could not wait in the car and she came rushing next to Manish. The gang lead brought the dog out. Seeing the dog, Priyanka burst out crying. Manish tried to console her. He took out the money and was about to hand it over to the gang lead when Priyanka stopped him. What are you doing? Manish asked. Let us pay the money and take your Sonali and go. No, Priyanka said. Why? Manish asked. Don't you want your dog? Sorry, I mean, don't you want to take back Sonali with you? No, I mean, this is not Sonali. This is a Serbian Husky. This is not German Shepherd, Priyanka said. Priyanka now turned to the gang lead and shouted hysterically, This is not Sonali. Where is Sonali? Priyanka asked. Who the hell is Sonali? Gang leader asked. My Sonali, my German Shepherd, Priyanka said. She is talking about the dog, Manish corrected. This is the only dog I have, gang leader said. Priyanka and Manish looked at each other. Then Priyanka asked the gang lead, "How did you get my number?" "It is written on the dog belt," gang lead said. They all went near the dog and saw the number on the belt, 9819816989. "This is my number." "But this is not Shonali. And I don't know, I don't put a belt on Shonali. How cruel," Priyanka said. Puzzled, everyone was in thought. Manish realized the mistake. He went back to the dog and looked at the belt for some more time. He then called out others. Everyone went near the dog. Manish said, "The belt has been tied in reverse. The number on the belt is actually 6869186186." Manish said. The gang lead realized that he had messed it up. Priyanka and Manish got back in the car and rushed to Priyanka's home. When Priyanka opened the door, there came running the mighty German Shepherd. Priyanka gave out a happy scream on seeing her Shonali. After cuddling her baby, Priyanka turned back to Manish. "I really don't know how to thank you. You are the sweetest, kindest, and gentlest person I have ever met. You have won my heart. Thank you," Priyanka said. And she held his hand. Manish's heart started pounding, as if it was going to break out of his chest. Sometimes all the money earned from appraisals is not enough to win the heart of a girl. All that is needed is some luck and a German Shepherd. And by the way, sometimes it is worthwhile to get out of car and ask for our directions. Thank you.